What does sustainable global supply chains mean for us? Consumers today are changing. They don't want to wear apparel made by child labor or harassment. This change is inevitable. We as liberals have a unique chance to find and present liberal solutions on this topic. And if we don't do it, others will, with severe repercussions on economic and individual freedom. So join us in a global push to find local solutions in all of your countries to have a better tomorrow with sustainable supply chains and make liberal ideas valid all over the world.
The COVID-19 pandemic has made its impact in today's world by disrupting regular lifestyles and economies. As the world continues to fight back, Sri Lanka faces its own battle. Sri Lanka's economy contracted by 3.6% in 2020, recording an unhealthy decline in growth performance. Although strategies were employed to contain the first wave, like in all battles, there were some industries that were hit harder. Tourism and travel, construction and the apparel sectors fell significantly. In a challenging and competitive world, with a wide range of division of labor, sustainable supply chain management is a robust tool that could bring about a revolution by enhancing customer satisfaction, corporate effectiveness, and providing staff benefits.
Sustainable supply chains is about making sure that everybody that is creating value has their fair share in the value. From the people on the ground, on the farms, in the manufacturing, the traders and those that are selling it, and of course the consumers at the end. So if we want a fair globalization that works for everybody, let's make sure everybody that creates value has also their fair share in the value.
It is also provided through a process of due diligence, a better environment to workers by exercising their human rights, improving working and social environments, effectively adhering to gender equality, providing adequate training, the eradication of child labor, and availing of staff complaint procedures, thereby achieving profitability.
We started this initiative, Sustainable Supply Chains, as motto of global competitiveness, because it covers two main areas of the Friedrich Naumann Foundation's For Freedoms topics. One is social market economy, and the second one is human rights. And in this project, you actually combine both.
In February 2021, partnering with AHK, FNF Sri Lanka addressed the businesses and media on sustainable supply chains as a driver of global competitiveness in responsible business. Germany's supply chain law has promoted human rights among companies based under the United Nations Guiding Principles on Business and Human Rights, Protect, Respect and Remedy framework.
What does the new supply chain law mean for German companies? They need to make sure that human rights and working conditions are good in their supply chain. So for you as a Sri Lankan producer, that means that if you're making sure that in your factories working conditions are meeting the legal standards, you're going to be more competitive on the German and the EU market.
Accounting for about 52% of Sri Lanka's total exports in textiles and clothing in 2020, the EU market boasts of being Sri Lanka's second largest trading partner after China and its second main export destination. In 2020 alone, the EU market absorbed 22.4% of Sri Lankan exports.
So far we have established that our main suppliers had also good working conditions in place. But after the training we also have seen that we can do more in this respect and improve the whole process. We can also be connected to other possible customers in Germany, because we hope that also from the training you have seen that in Eskimo we have already many things in place which are going very sustainable and in the right direction.
Change must be driven hand in hand by consumers, businesses, and government regulations, where the civil society is free and active at the forefront, and exercising human and workers' rights will result in improved processes.
Well, we always had in mind to not only do it here in Sri Lanka, but as soon as we have enough experience, that we transfer those programs also to other countries where the foundation is operational. And for that reason, we are in the process to develop a digital guide which would give those entrepreneurs who are interested in it the chance to go through the process online and adjust to the system.
The corporate world is a long way yet from treating responsible supply chains as a mainstream way of doing business, but that is the aim. Some sectors will get there faster, but the steep gravity of the pandemic has driven us to rethink on ways to build sustainable businesses that nurses our economy. Whilst the pandemic has forced focus shift, it is vital for businesses to focus on supply chain responsibility, engaging in the most sustainably sound practices, following due processes that protect them, which is beneficial to any enterprise, its workers and suppliers.